That's what makes me who I am. That's why I tell my stories through music instead of like having a simple conversation with someone. I'm not a nigga that talks a lot.
Were you depressed at some point?
Well, depression hits you every day. I like to believe it, but
No.
poetry calms me.
Yeah.
If I express myself through words, that's like my heart and my emotions on paper. I can't have an intimate conversation with a person and be like, yo, bruh, this is what happened to me, what. I'd rather teach you my experience through my music. And when you listen to my lyrics, you're like, okay, these niggas dropping heavy bars, they be acting all rebellious. Learn to choke before you spit, clearly out your element. All my pets are riches, but I ain't seen no damn money yet. No one like paid attention. They're like, oh, you're a rapper. Okay, I said, well, count. See them dot a lot of things with them fake smiles. These temptations gets the pressure. Only people have told me time and again that no, bro, you can't rap. But I never gave up. I'm tired. I'm tired, and I'm hungry. Really, really hungry.
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to another episode of Your Number One Fan. Today I have a very special guest that is Riley Goof. And put on your digital hands and help me welcome Riley Goof. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good on yourself.
How does it feel to be on Your Number One Fan today? How are you feeling?
I feel good, man. Like I traveled a long way to get here, firstly,
Yes.
and I've been thinking about it the whole night and today.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. I'm pumped.
You were actually up thinking about the whole thing because you didn't sleep the whole night.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 5 a.m.
Yes.
today. So it was hectic, bro.
Yeah. So Riley is from Katlehong, so and I would like us to play a game before we go like full in, right? So this game it's an A B C D, it's an alphabet game. When I say A, you give me an artist name that starts with the letter A. I say B, do the same thing up until Z.
Holy
Got
shit.
it?
That's a lot of people.
Yes.
Mm.
Ready?
A. Mm.
Ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. A.
Who can I think of? Starts with the letter A. I don't know.
B.
Bob Marley.
C.
Uh, what's her name? Skip.
D.
The Baby.
E.
Elton John.
F.
Freddie Kuala.
G.
Gigi Lemaine.
H.
Who?
I.
Easy. What's her name? Easy Alzea.
J.
Alzea. J. Cole.
I would be surprised.
J. Cole, he's number
K.
one. K. Kendrick Lamar. What's up there?
L.
Loot Love. Is she an artist?
No, she's not. She's a presenter.
Still in the industry, but okay.
No,
pass.
an artist.
Pass.
Musician. Oh, pass. L. M.
Yo.
N.
Pass.
O.
Pass.
P.
P Square.
Q.
I'm thinking of Queen Latifah.
R.
R. Robbie, what's his name? Robbie Malinga.
What about you?
Ah.
This is the part where you say your name. RS.
You said any artist.
Yes.
S. Pass.
T.
Trey Songs.
U.
It's my man.
V.
Pass.
W.
Wale.
X.
I don't know.
Y.
Can I say Lil Yachty? I don't know if the little packages you can count the Lil Yachty, I don't know.
Z.
I don't know anymore.
You had to say Wale because Wale once came to Katlehong.
Wale
yes.
came to Katlehong.
Yes.
Oh yeah, with
Questa.
Oh yeah, Questa. I remember.
Where were you?
Where was I? I was sleeping, bro. I didn't have no money to go there. I didn't have nothing.
And that Spirit song when they're doing a whole music video.
But it's not my Kasi, that one. It's a whole different Kasi. But the Katlehong is big, bro.
Yes.
It's divided into different places.
Oh.
You get Togoza, you got Natalspruit, you got Fosloras, you got Zwinki Ziza, which is my hood. Yeah, you got all these places, a lot of places.
So what is Questa's hood?
It's K1. We just know it by K1.
Oh, so is it far from where you stay?
Not too far.
But you would have, you
It's
could
one in
have
the same
went.
thing. But I'm on the other side. I'm opposite it. It's like that side and this side.
Fair enough. But anyway, let's come back to you.
Back to
For
me.
someone who doesn't know who Riley is, how would you describe yourself?
I would say that Riley is a kid that just grew up a normal life, you know. Two parents, a little sister. Just had a normal life. Like I was always indoors. I'm not like that type of kid that was like out there when it came to things, you know. I listened to my parents. I did what I had to do. I stayed in my lane. I didn't have a lot of friends, but it didn't kill me or my charisma in any way.
Mm-hmm.
Actually made me a better person, like to actually humble yourself before life, because that's what you got to do. Humble yourself before people, life, and everything, and watch everything just pan out in balance. Stay in your lane. Pecilezi.
Stay in your lane.
Stay
What,
in your
Pickle?
lane. Pecilezi.
What does it? What does that mean?
It's like a way for saying AKA, I would say.
Oh,
Mm.
pickle, pickle, pickle,
Pecilezi.
pickle.
Yeah, it's into this.
Oh, okay. And also, for someone who doesn't know your real name, what's your real name?
It's Simpiwe.
Simpiwe who?
Matebula.
Simpiwe Matebula.
Mm.
So how did we go from Simpiwe Matebula to Riley?
I don't know. The name just came to me, you know, because growing up, I watched a lot of the. I don't know if you know the Boondocks.
Mm-mm.
You don't know the Boondocks. You don't know the Boondocks.
No, I
It's an
don't.
anime like cartoon series from the USA.
I don't
You don't know the
know.
Boondocks.
No.
Okay, so there's this character and it's two brothers. They live with their granddad,
Mm-hmm.
Riley and Huey. And while I was growing up, I used to imitate Riley. So at school, when I was in primary school, people were like, "Yo, man, you imitate Riley, 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 this, Riley," and that's how the
Mm-hmm.
name catched on. Catched on. I was like, you know what? Could use this name. Not that I stole it. It's just that it became a nickname for me because people like usually call me by it.
Mm-hmm.
So as I went on, like even in the hood, they'd be like, "Yo, Riley, Riley, Riley this, Riley that," and I was like, you know what? It sticks. Plus, people call me it all the time, so why
Yeah.
not?
And you went with it.
I went with it.
So is the character Riley Goof as well?
No, it's just Riley.
And then where's the Goof
Goof
coming from?
came at a later stage in my
Uh-huh.
life, you know. It came at a later stage because, like I said, growing up, I need to be one. Didn't have a lot of friends. So people mistook my kindness and my empathy for Ubutino Batale or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So I use that as a strength. Ukuthi ngibona ngibe slim phambi kwabantu and show them my strength through my other ways. And that's how I do it through music. Because
Yeah.
you can only write with pain when it comes to music.
Do you think you're a loner?
Not much of a loner.
Not
Sometimes
much.
I feel like that. Maybe because I sometimes drown in anxiety,
Yes.
stuff like that, because there's like depression and stuff like that. But I look past it. I bleed out to music.
What are you usually like going through when you're writing the stuff that you're writing for your music?
I write through experience. My story, it starts off with everything that I come across in my life.
Mm-hmm.
What I experienced, the encounters I faced in life, the challenges, the wins, the losses, everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
How it affects me as an individual in general, you know. So the different people that I meet and the different aspects that I have to reach, that's what makes me who I am. That's why I tell my story through music. Instead of like having a simple conversation with someone, I'm not a nigga that talks a lot. I
Mm-hmm.
don't like crowds, first of all. So I try to teach people through my music and tell them more about me through my music, the way I do it, you know.
Yeah. Were you depressed at some point?
Well, depression hits you every day. I like to believe it. But
No.
I like to believe like that. Maybe I think differently. For other people,
You're
like
not depressed every day.
Mina,
You can be stressed every day. Why are you diagnosing yourself? Did you ever go to the doctor and they diagnosed you depression?
I don't like doctors.
So you are diagnosing yourself every day. Say I'm depressed. I'm depressed. I'm depressed. I'm depressed. I'm depressed. I'm depressed every day.
Not every day.
What?
Almost every day. It's the
No.
same as telling yourself, like when you wake up in the morning and you look at yourself in the mirror and you tell yourself that, okay, today I'm going to be confident about this and that.
Yeah.
You heal through your own self.
But depression is more like
A
you have to be
sickness.
diagnosed
By who?
by a doctor. You can't wake up and be like, I've got depression today. You don't wake up and be like, I've got flu, I've got flu, I've got flu. No.
No, you don't do that, but
Yes.
we think differently. My emotions, they balance out differently.
I know we can be like, yes, you can be stressed throughout, because maybe something would happen on the day and it stresses you out. But then depression is on another level.
From what you
But
experience.
tell us about that when you say you 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 believe that you get depressed every day. Talk us through that. What does that mean to you?
Like what it means to me is that the things that I face in life
Yeah.
on a daily basis, some piss me off and some might not piss me off. But there's always a key or a little bit of pain somewhere, somehow. And I gotta like try and face that pain and try and overcome it in my own way. That's why I write a lot. I jot down lines, I write poetry. I'm all about the books.
Yes.
That's what I'm all about.
Do you think you're a poet?
I write a lot of poetry. I wouldn't say that I'm a poet necessarily, but I write a lot.
Because I'm asking you this because you write a lot and you never said that you're a poet ever.
Mm,
Why is that?
I don't know.
Because you write a lot of poetry.
Where have you seen my poetry?
Aibo, should I expose you? Should I expose him? You do.
Where do I write my
You
poetry?
do on your statuses.
Ah,
I think you've sent me some as well.
okay, guilty is charged. Guilty is charged. You're right.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it. I don't know, it calms me. Poetry calms me.
Yeah.
If I express myself through words, that's like my heart and my emotions on paper, as well as like when I spit on the mic. That's my whole heart and everything. Because every time I write or every time I record a song, I put 100% into it, and maybe even 1,000%.
Yes.
That's how I bleed different. That's how I cry. I can't tell people personally that no, this is how I feel. I can't have an intimate conversation with a person and be like, yo, bruh, this is what happened to me, what. I'd rather teach you my experience through my music. And when you listen to my lyrics, you're like, okay, he wasn't feeling okay. Okay, today he was happy, whatever, whatever. Yeah, I think every artist does it because through music, that's how we understand your story. That's how I believe it.
Yeah, that is so true. So you mentioned that you write. You mentioned off record that you write a lot when you are not okay.
Mm.
Do you maybe when you are happy, when you are in a good space, also find yourself writing?
Yeah, I do write. It's all about emotions, how they balance out.
Uh-huh.
But mostly I write when I'm not okay. I don't know. That's my strength. That's like my superpower.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like my superpower.
Then it makes sense when you say you're depressed every day because that's a superpower, right?
Exactly. When people, the way I shape out my emotions, the way they shape out is
Uh-huh.
like when people like ngathini mabangiyatsa ne and bangithathela phansi. That's where I gather my strength from, which I want to prove this person with, no, you know what? I know what I'm about and I know where I'm going. I don't need you to tell me who the fuck I am. You understand?
When you walk into the room, also, the expectations are very, very low.
Very hard because people are judgmental. A person can look at you the way I'm dressed and be like, okay, this nigga, the way he's dressed, okay, maybe he's into certain things. I don't even go around telling people that I rap. Can you
Yeah.
believe it?
Why?
Someone would look at me and be like, nah, you rap. Or you're so fluent when you rap. I don't tell people, even on the streets, even in my hood, like people know I make music. Those who know I make music. And only a few who are in my inner circle will be like, yo, dog, yeah, we hear you. You're coming from this and from that. We can understand you and stuff. But other people, they wouldn't even notice that I rap. They don't even notice the poetry. They're just like, he's a normal guy who just hustles 9 to 5 or whatever his job, uyayihambela leni, uhambela le, uphuzela utshwala, whatever, because I'm human. Everybody does that,
Yeah.
when they need time to relax or whatever, or have fun or whatever. But yeah.
Now that made sense.
Mm.
How many projects do you have out?
Whew. How many projects I have out? Well, there's 3 albums and then 2 singles. I first released my first album, it was in 2020, yeah. It was an album titled We Ain't the Same.
We ain't the same.
Yeah, We Ain't the Same. Album of 8 tracks. It's on Spotify, all these major digital platforms, YouTube and stuff like that. And then I later released another album of 12 tracks, which is titled Beautiful Dodge with a Lovely Counterattack. It's a long title, man. Yeah, 12 tracks. It was in 2023. And then I later released another one in 23. It was called Maybe It's a Drop. Maybe It's a Drop. You
Maybe
understand?
It's a Drop.
Yeah, consists of 7 tracks, and that's the one right now that's like I can see that, yeah, it's being noticed because when you release music, sometimes you could have like this joy and be like, okay, yeah, I worked hard, I put in the time, I sweated the late nights, coming home in the morning, your parents be like, hey, where you come from and stuff like that. But you know that when you put your heart and soul into something, you believe, which you know, as soon as I release this thing, I know that it's gonna pop. And it just doesn't happen like that. These two albums that I released before I released the third one, hey, no one like paid attention. They're like, oh, you're a rapper. Okay, I said, well, put it that side.
Oh,
But
just
this
like
one, this
that.
current one, they only notice it now, and we're in 2025. You understand? I
Yeah,
released it
but
2 years back.
haven't you dropped something, I think, last year, between last year and this year?
Nah, not recently. I'm still working. It's still a work in progress.
Oh, the
Yeah, it's
loyalty.
coming. Something's coming.
What's the name?
Oh, loyalty of everything.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like my baby right there. That one is like through all experience, even talking about those albums that I dropped and those singles that I dropped,
Yes.
yo, you know what? This is where I came from and how it went through like step by step until I got to where I am right now. Because even on the album, like I didn't feature a lot of people. I only featured like two of the artists that I usually work with. You understand? My niggas back in the hood that I started with in 2018. Yeah, like I only featured them because I know, which you know, this album needed really like loyalty over everything. People have always been with me like there,
And you
you
don't need
know.
anything else.
Yeah, these sideline projects about niggas trying to be or women trying to be just because oh no, it's Riley, okay, like
Yeah.
yeah, this one is not a freebie. Let me just say that it's not a freebie at all.
Nizile, I get you mentioned that the first album that you dropped it was in 2020, right?
2020,
2020.
2020.
I'm guessing you've been writing throughout because
Yeah.
then writing doesn't just come as in with music because with music then you have to go to the studio and record and get a producer and when did you discover that actually you're a good writer?
Hey, that was a long time ago, eh? Well, to be honest, like it started like even when I was in primary school, bro, you know. I started writing when I was like barely 13 years old. And it was like in the 7th grade, way, way back. And when I wrote there, I used to like write, I used to take people's verses and then like maybe Lil Wayne's verses and rap over it, and then maybe like change a few words and change it to mine.
Yeah.
And then slowly, gradually, like I started writing my own stuff, you know, because at first, like you write something, you're like, okay, this is dope. But when you let someone listen to it, they're like, yeah, yeah. And then you work on it because that's the thing. You need people to tell you when you slipping up. You know, someone has to come to you and tell you, like, no, dog, this I don't feel it. That gives you like that thing to let me go back home, make an introspection on myself. Let me see what I can work on and stuff like that. And slowly, like I write every day. I write verses every day.
Every single
Every
day.
single day. Even now, when I get in the taxi,
You were
I'll
writing.
be writing, I'll be jotting down on I can show you on my phone. It's like lyrics, poetry, lyrics. I write on my phone the whole time. So if I lose my phone, hey,
You've lost your life.
that's my life right there.
Do you have something for us? Maybe something to rap or something to recite?
Right now.
Yes, on the spot.
You want me to freestyle?
Yes, you can.
I'm not good at freestyling.
I don't know. Think of any that one
Okay.
song that is your favorite.
I can recite a few lines. I
Yes.
don't know. What, you gonna give me like a beat on a cappella or what? Just leave it like
I
that.
can't play this, but I don't know. I'm not gonna give you anything. You can
Okay.
just go.
Calm me down.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. These niggas dropping heavy bars, they be acting all rebellious. Learn to choke before you spit, clearly out your element. All my pets are riches, but I ain't seen no damn money yet. Whoa, I don't know how to freestyle, eh?
You don't know how, but don't you think, like, try to think of any of the songs that you have already?
There's a lot of songs, you know. There's a lot of songs.
Any. Give us something. Give us a taste. We want more.
Thing is, I got a lot of hooks, and I don't know what's the perfect hook for here.
Think of any hook, any. Give us
Let me
any.
see. What's my favorite hook on what song? Ah, okay. I'm gonna disclose this, but it's wrong of me. There's a song that I like on the tape that I'm gonna release, loyalty over everything. The the song is titled Fake Smiles.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So I do like this Jamaican type of like, I don't know, I don't even know how to rap in a Jamaican way, but
Mm-hmm.
something like that. It goes something like this. What did it say? Um, Pay the fine, ain't no competition if it's mine. First is expectations, last count. Seen them done a lot of things with them fake smiles. These temptations gets the pressure, only better when it out. And it just repeats like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. One more. I'm not gonna give
Yes.
you more now.
No, you.
Go to
Why?
Spotify, you'll hear more. Go to Spotify. YouTube Music. And see, then in time, I'm a free bee. When we gonna eat it? Where we gonna eat if you keep getting free bees?
No, but I get
Plus,
you.
you're supposed to outsource for that type of shit. You can't just like attack me on the spot like that and be like, yo, dog, sing. What I'm doing for you is a favor. You should be like paying petit. Yabo. Cela ungenzela into nyana. 16
I-podcast
bars nyana.
i-broke, siyibroke
Ni
thina
broke.
asinamali.
Hayi kahleni bo.
Asina
Kahleni bo.
uyabona siyancingisa asinamali, asinandawo like nje yazini. Asina next.
Outsource, guys. Outsource. Tell people to subscribe, pay whatever, so that you guys can have money. So that even when we come here, we
Yeah.
could get like free lunches and whatever. Because hey,
Nizwile ngithi
you know,
uthi subscribe so that mabeza la, mabafika sibanikeza into ezi-right, and then we shouldn't ask for freebies. We should just get the invoice so that he comes here and he gives you proper stuff,
yeah,
performance.
even next time, yeah, that was I was about to say that. Even a
Yes,
performance, but
yes,
look up your boy Riley Goof and be like, you know what, hey, we want Riley on the show, we want more of Riley, we want whatever. Let him come, I can do my thing, and
yes.
I promise you can count on me.
For now, go to Spotify and listen to his music. Back to your writing.
Back to me.
You write a lot about depression and people and
Experience.
experiences. Yes, thank you. What do you think about like men who are depressed and they don't talk and they're not as writers as you, they're not as rappers, probably they don't have that hiding spot for them.
Hey, it's not really like most of like a hiding spot because hey, bro, we fight our demons in our own way. Like for me, I was just lucky enough to fight my demons through music. Demons, quote, air quote. Some people like they fight their challenges or demons, air quote again, through maybe like work or some niggas drown themselves at grooves and stuff like that. Angeke vele sifane singabantu, yabo. We all have our own focus in life, and as men, we know where we want to be in life, yabo. So for them, I would say that just find what makes you comfortable in life. Find what makes you comfortable and then try and hold on to that as hard as you can. Don't care about what people got to say, what they have to judge you, anything. Just do you. Doesn't matter what anybody has to say. At the end of the day, that person ain't going to pay your bills, nigga. He ain't going to do nothing for you, or that woman is not going to do anything for you. Just do your own thing
All right.
and be happy while you do it. If it makes you comfortable, do it. Just go for it. People have told me time and again that no, bro, you can't rap, but I never gave up. I would go to sessions. People would actually rob me and be like, no, you need to pay a certain amount just to record. And that's only in the hood.
Is
Okay,
it?
yeah, like Vele Moset down, I understand. Because those are like higher standard studios. Like they're running a business. They're not fucking around. They're running a business. So you have to understand what you know. These people, they actually need to make money in order for your stuff to also, because they know that one day your stuff is going to be there. So they need that little bit. But in the hood, people that I even knew that were close to me would charge me. I'd be like, yo, bro, we grew up in primary school or whatever. What's going on?
But what if that's their bread also? I think that is, you are being unfair as an
How
artist
am I being unfair?
because as a producer, I'm learning my production and I'm in the hood, as you say. Maybe I don't stay at town, yes, but I'm staying in the hood and I'm good at what I do. Hence, you are coming to record from my studio, and you are saying you should come and record for free. Most of these producers, they are just waking up to go create beats. Some of them, they are not even working. So it's
True.
unfair for you to want them to do beats for you and record and fine tune your songs, whereas you're not paying a cent. Then if you're coming for free, I'm gonna give you free music, low quality as well.
Let me ask you something. Okay, I hear you, ne? I hear you loud and clear. Let's say, for example, ne, we grew up in the same area or street or whatever. We were friends. We're still friends even today. We decide one day, I see how you struggle coming up and you see my struggle coming up. You're a producer, I'm an artist. We decide to Zine, because lento le yasebenzela uthiyami. When you like writing and I like touching stuff, making beats and stuff. You're my friend, Nane, as a producer. You learn your own, you go about your own producer journey, and I go about my own artist journey. How I'm gonna manifest and how you're gonna manifest. You buy equipment, but I'm still your friend. You tell me, let's test it out. I'll come, obviously. I got reps. You expect me to pay as well as much to you taught yourself this stuff. Wayifunda lento phambi kwami. Ngithengile ngani? Okay, ngithenga ngokuthanda. Now I bought my own stuff that helped me via artistry.
No, but that's so unfair.
How is it unfair? Because we're coming together, we're making something.
I bought my equipment, and you are coming with your own lyrics that you've written down. You didn't buy anything. You are coming there, and you want proper quality song out of me. That's my time, my equipment, my electricity. Uthini maphorisa? Yazini, nisile mina.
Hey, say maphorisa.
No, but for real.
No, I understand what you're trying to say. I understand what you're trying to say.
It's so unfair because the same artist, as you are saying that you don't want to pay in the hood, you'd rather go and pay it down. Why can't you take that money and pay a producer in the hood?
I won't pay you if you're my friend. If you're another producer who wasn't close to me, I understand. But if you're my friend, how am I supposed to pay you? If let me, this is what I think. I said to
Are you saying if I'm okay then?
If you think I said so too,
then you guys, I'm gonna see you guys do arrangements. You would see maybe this one 50%, 50. You know, you get into those arrangements
at a later stage.
But then, not even now, because we can do a song now and then it's a hit now. Then what happens?
Then we shared equally. You produced it. I was on it.
Now, but you know how these things always end up in music. If we're being honest, you know how it always turn out.
Hence, yeah, that's why it has to be. You need to lean on what for you to have a perfect team. Lean on loyalty. You got to build that.
But sometimes your friend, but sometimes your friend is not gonna be the one that's taking you to the next level. You need to go out there.
Yeah, and I'll pay him back. I'll be like,
not everybody is like you. Exactly. We've had an artist on this show who said he's not gonna pay anybody in the hood who's running a studio in the hood because he doesn't take those studios serious. The same studio that you learned how to record proper songs, and now you want to be on the down level of studios. But where did you start? You started here, and you don't want to pay here, but the same money you want to take it out there. That is not fair.
That artist was selfish, bro. With me, it always comes to loyalty. If I build something with you, I understand if I don't know you. Yeah, fair and square. Because it's business. It's business.
Wow. You see what they say when they say don't mix business with pleasure, because then this happens. Because then you think you're my friend. Then you think I'm not entitled to you paying me.
I'm not gonna screw it up if I built a loyalty with you. If I have something in trust with you, we share something in common. If you're my friend, I can't put in money. I could break the bread once I get there and be like, Yazin Ganwam Asamse Papi. I won't let go of your hand. Let's go. Because I've always been there from the start. Even if you had torn up shoes and stuff, from us going to perform for free, I was there. Hence why I say I build on loyalty when it comes to me. But when it comes to other, like I wouldn't even say, because I wasn't a person who went to a lot of studios out there. Yes. The people I've worked from the first day I wrote a song, I still work with them today.
What if your hit that's going to put you out there is not with your friend, with your loyalty friends, it's out there?
Then they'll just be along for the ride as my friend. If I have to go record somewhere else or I get signed, for example, I'm not saying that it will happen. Yes. I don't know what tomorrow holds for me. True. But if that happens, I won't break what I have with my friends, my day ones. Because of where I go, what I eat, because you'll be with me along for the ride because you're my friend. I take your loyalty first before the music. I don't care about the music, anything. Now, como se sebenza day-to-day jobs and stuff. But I still chill with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
When I have time, yo, bro, hey, let's hook up, whatever. We chill.
With your
Have
friends.
a few there. And my friends are the same people I work with in the studio. You
Makes sense.
understand?
How often do you write about love?
Yo, I write about love a lot, bro. I even got a song on that album, Beautiful Dodge, with a lovely counter attack. It's titled Sugar and Spice. And
Mm-hmm.
basically, the song talks about how Ngoma intombazane, like the how, like how is that experience for me? Like I see all her imperfections, and I'd be like, you know what, she's perfect, even though she has these imperfections. You know, I talk about stretch marks, I talk about all of that. And these days, niggas want women who are like on reality shows, those who have like weaves and stuff like that. And the way I believe it, a woman is beautiful in her own skin, you know, natural hair,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, no makeup on. Like for me personally, I don't like women who are flashy. That's why,
Mm-hmm.
like my personal, not to say that I have certain expectations when it comes to a woman,
But
but I fall in love with the mind. That's where I'm at.
hmm.
Not ukuthi wena manje uthanda izinto and stuff. Okay, sonke sithanda izinto, but wathanda it to a point where you don't drown in that temptation, you know? Like know yourself while you're walking through those thorns, which okay, la kuyashisa la kunjani, but I still know where I'm going.
No, that's fair enough.
Hmm.
Would you do another genre like your an amapiano, maybe
Hmm.
rap on an amapiano song or Afro tech, something like that?
I think it would have to depend on the beats, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not really a person who follows house that much, if I
Mm-hmm.
could say that. But I like house music, like all genres. I like Maskandi, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But for me to incorporate my lines and my raps on I'm a piano, hey, it would have to be something new for me, you know, because I make new age hip hop. That's a mixture
Yeah.
of old school bringing on this new trap, you know, that's how I incorporate my music. Even when people go and listen to my music on Spotify, you can hear, you know, this music is hip hop, but it's not the type of hip hop that you could just like come across anywhere. You
Mm-hmm.
literally like the beats and everything. You gotta understand it. Okay, this guy, no, he's a different kind of niceness.
Yeah.
You understand?
There was an interview that MT did with El Tito, right? And
El
he
Tito.
said he was talking about Ken Kid. You know Ken Kid?
Who?
Ken Kid.
King Kid.
Yes.
I've heard of the name, but can't recall the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This other rapper, very young. He
Mm.
said he raps too much. He needs to go commercial. Do you sometimes, when you record your music, feel the need to write, like maybe I should do what everybody else is doing? Maybe
Nah,
you don't feel
I
that
stick on
pressure.
my own lane because I write my story only. That's how I get to write my lyrics and stuff. I won't listen to someone's song. For example, Nasty C will be doing, for example, maybe a song like Strings and Blings. Not that
Mm-hmm.
I'm judging the song. It's fire. The song is fire. I'm also a
Mm-hmm.
Nasty C fan or local fan of Aries, whatever. I don't imitate people's styles. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I try to do. I try to like incorporate my reps, do my own creative thing. I want people to recognize me for me, not to be like, yo, like he's some type of like nasty C or he's some type of Aries. I don't like people
Yeah.
comparing me to people who are already there. I want
Yeah.
someone to be like, yo, who's this? Riley. Yo, who's Riley? Okay, let me follow up on this nigga. Let me see what he's about and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's how what makes you like. I believe that's what makes you like what can I say, blow.
Yeah.
If you're different, if you're something new, that's what people like. And if we're different and into enzyme Nandi, people will be like, you know what, okay, this is something different. Let's
Yeah.
listen to it. Let's see if we can vibe with it and stuff.
You mentioned that you struggle writing your lyrics in vernac.
Yeah. I don't necessarily struggle. I
What
just haven't
was?
had time to
Oh, you
outsource like
haven't.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't know, bro. Like when I write music, I always think in English. So
Which languages did you do in school?
English, Zulu. There was a time I did Afrikaans, but that was a long time ago.
But you were writing your essays in isiZulu.
Where
Ujihluka yini?
essays in Isizulu because I
Yes.
was forced to. I didn't like school, you know. It's not that I was dumb or anything. I just didn't like it. I just didn't like school. Like I wasn't much of a person who liked school, but I
Uh-huh.
passed. Yeah, I passed like blind, bro. I
Yeah.
was a major nerd,
Mm.
just without the glasses. But I didn't like school.
But then I'm trying to like make it make sense how you haven't even like written songs in Venek,
Mm.
whereas you were like writing essays in Zulu back then.
It was different for me.
Yeah.
Very, very different.
Nah,
I
that
don't know,
makes
maybe because I was forced to in a way when I was still like, because when you're in school, they tell you to do exactly what you're
things
supposed to do, even if
exactly.
you don't want to. But you know, this is your way
Uh-huh.
of passing. This is your way of getting further in life. You got to do
Yes.
that.
You mentioned that you are working on an EP. When are you looking to drop it?
I'm not gonna tell you the release date because it's still in progress.
It's
But I
still in progress.
hopefully May. Hopefully. I'm not giving you any promises or anything, but hopefully, maybe beginning of May or end of May. Makuphela nje uguti nje, makuphela nale mvula le, because like it's the thing. The thing about rain, it's boring. You can't record when rain. Most of us, like we don't have like these soundproofed studios. So
Yeah.
I don't understand if it not just finally quality, mara makunelanga. You understand? So it will come.
Magneta.
Magneta phela izenke liyarasa, eh? We don't live in fancy houses where we come from. We're from the hood. That's how the hood is. We used to it.
Yeah. How many songs have you recorded so far of the EP?
Hey, there's a lot of songs. Oh, this year.
Yes, yes,
This
yes.
year alone. If I count this album, it's 12 plus other songs that are just floating around in the hard drive. So it's a lot, maybe
Yeah.
more than 20. Because other ones are still deciding which should it be on the album, should it be a single.
Uh-huh.
We're not sure yet. But since I outsourced this 12, yeah, for sure, definitely this 12. Yeah, I'm like, okay, please God, this one,
I'm gonna work on
it
it.
has to make wonders, bro. Like, I'm tired, and I'm hungry, really, really hungry.
Ne?
Hey, we hungry, bro.
So, in closing, what we will be on the lookout for the EP, right? What advice would you give to the younger you, that is there?
The young bloods.
Yes.
Hey, the way life is now, bro. Like every kid that does drugs and is addicted to weed and whatever your addiction is, like these kids, they just want to be out there. And when it comes to music, bro, you gotta be patient.
Mm.
You can't just wake up and be like, I want to be a rapper. It doesn't work like that for all of us. You can't just wake up and be like, I want to be a singer. It takes time. You got to feel this. It has to come from inside. If you don't got it, just leave it alone. Yeah, okay. If you have it, continue entertaining it. It will grow. Because Namba didn't write music in a day or recorded an album in a day. It took time. There were songs I was like, nah, that's why, nah, it doesn't cut it. Let me just leave it alone, Maybe I could try different beats.
Mm-hmm.
I would write songs and be like, nah, I don't feel this beat or I don't feel these lyrics. Let me just scratch them. There will be lyrics where you won't use at all because you won't feel them at that specific time.
Yeah.
And there will be beats that will bore the hell out of you. I don't want to lie. But just keep pushing. Just do something with, like, try to teach in your music at all times. Try to teach and teach the world that you got to be patient and be humble by all means. Don't chase the paper too much. Don't chase the paper. Chase the creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Just be creative about it.
You mentioned that you have your day-to-day work. Can you please also tell these
You want me
youngsters?
to tell the people where I work, my
No, no,
job?
no, no, not where you
Everyone.
work. Not where you work. Listen, Riley.
Yeah.
I want you to tell these young people
Mm.
to go and work and go to school.
Go to
Because
school.
we have some of them who drop out and be like, I'm gonna be Casper, I'm gonna be like.
Hey,
So from the horse's mouth,
ungayi ngabantu mfethu esikolweni. Go to school. Go to school.
ufune nomsebenzi.
Yeah, because umsebenzi mfethu ubaluleke kakhulu. Sometimes ngeke ube nenhlanhla njengawo wonke umuntu. People out there, those people who got opportunities like that, they also chiseled somewhere. It wasn't good, we saw Casper like, hey, was my family tree. They worked their asses off to get to where they are. They paid people because there will be a time where you gotta bribe people to get to where you want. But at the same time, make sure your craft is floating. It has to float throughout. Bekezele, be patient, uyenze le nto le. And mawuyithanda izoba grand.
Yeah.
Now I'm not perfect and I'm not up there. I hope to see myself up there one day. But not because ngijaha imali or something like that. Yeah. Bekezela kuphela is very important.
No, thank you so much, Riley. Thank you for coming to your number one fan.
Mm-hmm.
We will attach his links to his social media platforms. He's on IG, he's on YouTube, he's on Spotify.
Mm.
You know, he also has the numbers, right, where they can call you.
Yeah, the numbers that I use for bookings and stuff like that. And also like on Spotify or every platform, digital platform, when you search Riley, just search Riley Goof, but lowercase letters. Yeah, that's how you'll find me on all digital musical platforms, so
Yes.
social media, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is all from Riley Goof and me, MySunflower. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and tell a friend to tell their friend that Riley Goof was here.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.